Hello, everyone, and good morning or good evening for some of you. Peace of Christ. And today we are going to answer Abdul. Um, from time to time we face and we witness that some people they ask questions showing that they are just copy paste and they have no intelligence whatsoever. And it's obvious that a human being suffer from the lack of intellect. This is why we see people they do things does not make sense and stupid. As an example, today we heard that there is an idiot who took his gun and he attacked a synagogue and he starts shooting people, killing them left and right just because they are Jews. You know, obviously, this is a very clear sign of mental illness and stupidity. It's not only a sign of a criminal act, because all a criminal act start from mental issues. And when we say mental issue, does not mean that God created you to be mental, but you choose to be one. Um, So always you will see and you will witness such a thing. Here in front of us, we have a person, supposedly he is Abdul, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's an atheist. He said, the Arabian prophet. I made a comment saying the Bible says poison cannot affect Christians, like Mark 16:18 says, when they drink deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. Answer me in the Bible. Is it says stupid like you should not explain the Bible to us. If Jesus is God of the Christians and he himself he was killed, so how the word stupid to understand that it is nobody can kill us? You see, actually, you are just taking what you saw my video. I am the one who made the video. I am the first one who made a response saying, how in the world Christians will believe that this is what it's meant if the Lord himself, the Lord of the Christians, the God of the Christians himself was crucified? So don't play smart. I am the one who said that to you. And you just answer yourself, you idiot. You just said to yourself the answer. Because if the Lord of the Christian, the God of the Christians, he was crucified. So how you stupid understood that this is about death by poison? The poison we have is I was speaking a second about the mental issues. The poison we have is hate, is discrimination, is slavery, is a greed, this is all is a poison. All the teaching of Jesus is about you dying and going to hell, not about you living forever. And the Bible is full of verses. But because you choose to be a donkey, you are not made to be a donkey, but you choose to be a donkey, you decide not to see what he is saying. Because if you read a few verses after that, you will see what he meant. But you are a person who copy paste, you heard somebody saying something, and you idiot, you took it as it is. And then you listen to me. I am the one who said, well, if the Christian believe that nobody can kill us by poison, well, there's no Christian should be killed anyway. Isn't it all the apostle of Jesus, they die and they were killed? Who is the stupid here? It's you. The one who believe in this verse, all of them, they get killed. So it is you who have a mental issue. It's not us. We knew what's written there, and we knew if we drink poison, not only poison, if you drink anything, can affect you. Too much water can kill you. You will be drowned. Too much salt will kill you. You will have a blood pressure. Too much air will make you not able to breathe, and too much of anything will destroy you. Human being is very easy to break. A mosquito can kill you. A little virus can destroy you. So it is you who is stupid who don't want to see what Jesus is saying. Now let us go and see what Jesus is saying. If we go to Matthew chapter 13, it says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speak thou into them in parables? Jesus always he used metaphorical teaching. Always. So they are asking, why always you speak to them in such a way? What is the purpose? And the answer is in front of you. In order for people to understand what he mean, he have to make it more simple. But in order to understand what he is talking about, you have to read the whole thing he said, not just a statement copy paste from somebody he posted for you on a website, and you decide to say, okay, Jesus said, if you drink poison, here we go, I will give you poison, drink it. That is very naive of you to think that Jesus meant really, if you drink poison, you will not die. You see, the Bible is a book full of metaphorical teaching. You know, I remember once a Muslim, he said to me, you know, do you know that Jesus in the Bible says, drink my piss? I said, really? Where? He said, the one who drink my water will never go thirsty. So suppose this is the piss of Jesus. You know, but this is the mentality of someone decide to be a donkey. God did not create you to be a donkey, but you decide to be one. It's your business. You know, we cannot force you to be a mule or a horse or an elephant or even a human being, but you choose to be what you want to be. So if you choose a person to believe that Jesus was speaking about drinking piss, well, this is your problem. The funny, a Muslim, he's speaking about drinking piss when it's Muhammad who ordered him not to drink his piss, but to drink the piss of a camel. And by the way, I can show you a reference how Muslims they drink the piss of the Prophet, and he claimed that whoever drink his piss will never have health problem. He is a Christian? No, he's not a Christian, because a Christian, he was not going to say such a thing. You see, let me show you the picture again. I made a comment saying people say, okay, okay. It says stupid like you. Okay, yeah. See, I'm not mistaking him. There's no Christian will accuse the Bible of saying stupid things, as he said. He's no Christian. He claimed that this is a stupid thing, right? Now, if you see here, he says, it will not hurt them at all. CP, answer me in the Bible says, stupid like you should not explain the Bible to us. If Jesus, the God of the Christians, and himself was killed, so how in the world you stupid understand that it is nobody can kill us? Read the Bible. It is a speak of that they can kill little body, but would not harm, for we will be resurrected. Obviously, CP does not know what he is talking about. Yeah, this is a fake Christian. He can't be Christian. If you watch the video I made about this topic, you will see I said it clearly that Jesus, he said, whoever believe in me and die will live. Whoever. So the Bible speak about many things, and all of them is about that nobody can destroy you, for you belong to me. And this guy is no Christian. You know, the first thing to know about somebody he claimed to be a Christian, he attack a Christian for defending the Bible, he is no Christian. He is a person who have the devil inside him, and either he is a Muslim playing to be Christian. There's no Christian will attack a Christian for defending the Bible. I'm not saying anything negative. I defend the Bible and I explain it. And the video is still there actually in my channel. You can go and watch it, and so you can laugh at this idiot. When Jesus speak, when the Bible speak about many things around us, we have one of two ways to explain them. Either we take them in a metaphorical, or we take them literally. Some of the Bible is metaphorical and some of the Bible is literally. Now, how we will know? what is metaphorical, what is not metaphorical? It's very simple. If what it is literally taken and it is not something any one of the disciple practice, like, did they start drinking poison after Jesus said that? Obviously nobody did that. Did anyone try right away? He said, okay, when Jesus, he said, if you drink poison you will not die, let us drink some. So obviously this is a metaphorical meaning. Same time, in order to understand statements in the Bible, you have to read the rest of the Bible. In Matthew 10:28-33, it says, and do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body. So this is not about poison. This is about the poison of the life, the poison around us. You know, you decide to become an atheist. You decide to become Abdul. You decide to become a donkey like this guy who attack Christians for no reason. You decide what you want to decide. This is poison. You're poisoning yourself, and you lost the Spirit of Christ. The Spirit of Christ is somebody, he answer based on the Bible, and he will not accuse a Christian to be not a Christians. In the same time, you cannot be Christian, but yet you make lies and fabricate about somebody and say he said that I did not say, or I, you know, like imagine I said this guy, he said something and he did not say. That is not a Christian behavior. So be aware of false teachers and false people who try to spread their poison. The poison will kill you. Is the hatred, and obviously this guy, he hate me. Doesn't matter who he is. He have a mental issue of hate, and hate is a problem in this earth. You know, there's many of people who hate me for what I say and what I do, and I understand that. I mean, the second you start saying things people don't like, they would hate you. I'm sure there's many before they pray for they pray to sleep, they pray for my death. But I understand Jesus, he said, time will come and people will think by killing you they are doing favor to God. You know, so this guy, he think he's doing favor to God by attacking me. And you idiot, let me read again for you to show you how funny this guy is. It will not hurt them at all. CP, answer me. In the Bible it says stupid like you should not explain the Bible to us. If Jesus, the God of the Christians, and himself was killed, so how the word would you stupid understood that nobody can kill us? Read the Bible. It is speaking of that they can kill little body, but that would not harm, for we will be resurrected, and we are protected by our Lord. Obviously CP does not know what he is talking about, but he called me stupid. The Bible says control your tongue, but has a problem. CP has a problem. My friend, I have no problem, and look like you are insulting Jesus, because Jesus, he told the ones who they are hypocrite like you, the sons of viper. So I'm sure if you were there, you will school Jesus and you will say to him, you cannot control your tongue. I did not call you the son of viper yet, but it's coming. And I'm sure when I say that, you will accuse me of something bad, because obviously you don't like Jesus too, because for you, obviously Jesus cannot control his tongue. False people always will be exposed. And the funny here, like I'm looking at here what he's saying. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. Actually, sorry for him. And look what he have in his face anyway. So, you know, the Muslims, they ask us these questions about drinking poison. You know, the Muhammad, he said, if you eat 7 ajwa, no poison will kill you. And Muhammad himself, he died by poison, as we know. If we go in the hadith, but before we go to the Quran, let us read some verses. You see, the Muslims, they quote for us more verses. Like example, they say, Well, Jesus said, I did not come to bring peace. I will say to the same logic for the same idiot like this guy. He might say to me now, the Christian Prince cannot understand the Bible, because they might say, okay, Jesus said it clearly, I did not come to bring peace. But as you see, Jesus always spoke in parables about what peace means. What peace means, that everybody will persecute you. It's not the opposite. It's not the Christians who will go after others. It is they will go after you. They say Jesus, he said, I came with a broad sword. This sword will be in us. That's what we are talking about. People will kill you thinking they are doing favor to God. Otherwise, name for me the army of Jesus. Who was the head of the army of Jesus, and which attack Jesus he did order? None. Who is the person you know Jesus he slaughtered? None. Which city, which town, which village Jesus he attacked? None. So why you say that Jesus said he brought sword, and that mean he brought army to kill people? Because if he said that, and the way you understood it, that means Jesus must be killing many people. Now you need to name them for me, and you need to tell me when Jesus he took an army of his men. And by the way, you do not need an army to be a criminal. I mean, he have 12 people; they can attack people anywhere. I remember a few years ago there was a guy. His name is Abdul Muhammad, and he is a Muslim convert. He used to serve in USA Army, and they call him the sniper of New York. This guy, he terrified the whole city. Just one guy. It's not an army, a guy. So if you decide to be a criminal, you can be a criminal. Like today, a guy, he attack a synagogue of the Jews, and he starts shouting, saying that all Jews must die. Yeah, one criminal. We do not need to have an army to be a criminal anyway. And he killed 11 people. So be honest with yourself, Muslims. When you speak about Jesus, don't try to be foolish, and don't listen to donkeys who have no idea what they are talking about. Jesus never killed. Jesus never attacked. Jesus never have an army. Jesus is the only one who said, love your enemy and pray for them. So how Jesus said, love your enemy and pray for them, and then he says, kill them? Where he said that? So if Jesus spoke about the sword, obviously this is have a metaphorical meaning. Yes, and no problem that Christians, they can carry swords, and the apostle of Jesus themselves, they carry sword to defend themselves when they travel in the way, etc. But that's not to attack anyone. Otherwise, name for me the story. Like, we know one story where when they came to arrest Jesus, and one of the apostles, he took his sword and he cut the ear of the soldier, and Jesus, he forbid him from doing that, and he healed that person immediately. And that is a proof again that Jesus must be God, because how he can heal the ear of the man? He cut his ear. What does that mean? He put it back? How you can do that? You put a crazy glue? And then you will see Jesus is speaking to his disciples, and he said to them many wonderful things. So in order to understand what Jesus is talking about, we better listen to him carefully, and not to make a false judgment of false words.
And Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
I mean to that. Now here you will see right away, the Muslim, they say to you, where Jesus said, I am God, worship me. Well, he just said that. He is ordering his disciples to go and heal the sick. Why Muhammad did not say to his companion, go and heal the sick? He himself cannot heal anyone. How Jesus, he said, cleanse the leper? How he said to them, raise the dead? Like what? even raise the dead. And then he said to them, cast out devils. And then he said to them, very important thing, you don't take money for that. Freely you have, receive, freely give. So not like Muhammad, who said, anyone want to see me in a private consultation, he have to pay me first. For Muhammad is following the devil. So Jesus, he wanted to be sure that yes, they will go and preach and teach, and they will heal the sick, and they will cleanse the leper, and they will raise the dead, and they will cast the devil, but they will not accept wages. And he told them why. Freely you receive, freely you give. This is a gift from me. You have no power. I give it to you for free. All those miracles, you do it in my name. So how you can take wages for it? You cannot claim it for your own. Here we see a clear proof that Jesus must be the Lord, the Savior, the God, the Creator. Because ordering anyone go and do that in his name, that's mean he is able to resurrect people from death easy. And for him, even he have the power. If you mention his name by his power, the person will be resurrected from the death. Now somebody will say to me, well, can you, Christian Prince, resurrect people from death? Well, Jesus did not give me that authority. If he does, I will. If he does, and you never know. I mean, there's many people that the Lord, he blessed them. So it's about who receive, he give freely. If I receive the blessing of the Lord, so I can do miracle by his name, I will be able to do so. And here you will notice none of those disciples say to Jesus, what do you mean resurrect the death? Do you see anyone is wondering what Jesus is talking about? Why none of them? He said to him, what do you mean resurrect the death? How we can do that? I mean, is it normal? Obviously it is, because they are a clear witness that what he can do and what he is able to accomplish. So nobody question for a second what you are talking about. If a person who never prove himself to be able to do so, then those people who they are there, whoever they are, they will say to him, you must be crazy. What do you mean go and resurrect the dead one? You know what I mean? How you can say that? So in order to understand the Messiah, who is he as a person, listen to his orders. You see, here you see the one who says to me in the same chapter is speaking about the sword, but in the same chapter says go and resurrect the dead. So how he's saying I brought the sword, and then he says to me, or in the same book it says I brought sword, not peace. But he is asking people to go and do all kind of amazing stuff for the benefit of mankind. Healing the sick, cleanse the leper, raise the dead, cast the devil. That is the best clinic in the world, and it's for free. And even he forbid them from to be people of money. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses.
Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city.
See? So Jesus, he ordered them to go in peace and to live in peace. Those who rejected you, you do nothing, just leave. He did not say go and kill them, slaughter them like Muhammad. Whoever, I've been ordered to fight and kill all mankind until they say there's no God but Allah, and there's no prophet, false prophet except Muhammad. He said to them, you go in peace, you live in peace. Take your peace with you and leave. They did not accept you. Leave it for the judgment day. I am here. Leave it for me. You did your part.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
So do you understand now why he said, I brought sword, not peace? You will be hated for my sake. It's people who will hate them, not them. They will hate the people. But because you are an idiot, you decide to make it the opposite. So each time we speak to a Muslim, he says to us, Jesus said, I brought sword. But as you see, it's the Christians who they are going to be under discrimination, and they are the one who will be chased in the synagogue, and they are the one who will be accused to be false, and they are the one who will be tortured, they will be killed, etc. You should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles, for my sake, because of me. This was what he meant, that I'm coming with a sword. The sword will be on us, not on others. But the sword will be brought on us, like they bring them here in front of governors, and then the governor, he ordered to slaughter them. And this is what is meant, that no poison will kill you. Nobody can kill you. Jesus, he said, what is the benefit of somebody, he won the world, but he lost himself, he lost his soul. So in order to understand who is the Messiah and what his teaching is, you have to read what he said, not a verse quoted by somebody to fool you. And look how amazing this wisdom, you know. Each time I read this, I cannot believe how amazing, how perfect it is. All of this, he is standing. This, you know, this is in the old days. They don't have like they prepare speeches, and this person, he have people around him. He is living between them. He's not writing a paper and coming, hey, like, let me show you what I wrote yesterday. Oh, I was meditating yesterday and I was writing this, and I came to you with some poetry.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. When they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in the light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able.
So this is what we meant, that we know, you know, when they spoke about that no poison can kill you. This is not about drinking poison. Don't fear death. But we know the Messiah himself, he died in the cross, and he showed us that we should not fear death. You see, if the Messiah, he died and he did not came back from death, then all the message of the Messiah and all the statement he said here, it's false. Because how he said to us, don't fear death, and then he himself, he died, never come back. But the Messiah, he showed us, he overcome death by death. He showed us that everything he say, every promise he made, it was a true. You see, in the life of Jesus, you will see the best of the Messiah, which is when I say the best, is it's like the conclusion that all the teaching of Jesus appear from the cross and after to be true. Why? Jesus said, love your enemy, pray for those who persecute you. If Jesus did not do that himself, that will make him hypocrite. But we notice that Jesus in the cross, he said, forgive them, Father, they do not know what they are doing. Imagine you are in the cross, crucified, you have nails in your hands, nails in your feet, and you are dying slowly, and then yet now you are speaking to the Father, saying, Father, forgive them. So when Jesus says, pray for those who persecute you, love your enemy, the Jews at that moment, they are the enemies. Why? My enemy is the one who wanna kill me, as simple as that. But for Jesus, he is worried about them. He loved them to the point he is in the stage of death and pain in the cross. Imagine if somebody if somebody hurt your skin, you might forget yourself and start cursing due to the anger and the pain. But yet he is in the cross. He knew that what is coming. He is living the moment of death, dying slowly with a lot of pain. People making fun of him, shouting, kill him, kill him. Yet he did accomplish every teaching he said before. Love your enemy. He loved his enemy. Pray for them, forgive them. He did forgive them. So yes, my friend, no poison can hurt us. For the poison, and the biggest poison on this earth, is hate. You see, there is a crimes are done for money, but even this one is based on hate. Why? Because when you kill somebody to take his money, it's mean you don't love anything in this earth except yourself, and you hate everyone else. Everyone else is a competition for you, and you want to eliminate that person so you can take his money. It's hate. It's hate to love others. And everything Jesus he taught is about not to hate anyone. Don't worry about the one who killed the body, but worry about the one who killed the soul, the one who will take you to hell. So somebody might kill you. Die as a decent man. This death is just a stage of other life. Actually, it's a new start for a new life. It's nothing bad about it. A believer should not fear death. This is why all the apostles of Jesus, when they asked them to accept or to leave Christianity in exchange of life, they refuse. The Roman, they used to bring Christians for fun. They put them in the theater, and they bring animals to fight with them, supposedly, and to eat them, and just for fun. It's like a football today. Let us bring some Christians and let the lions eat them. Yet those Christians, they choose to be eaten by the lion, but not to deny Jesus. So the lion can eat you. Let me rephrase the word of Jesus about poison. If a lion eats you, still you are alive. Are you happy now? You know what I mean? It is the same. If a lion eats you, still you are giving life again. Don't worry about it. Don't fear the one who killed the body. The lion will kill your body, and the one who brought the lion, he is the real criminal. The lion is just an animal. The lion is not doing the bad. I mean, he's just an animal. You know, he is an animal who attack anything is strange around him. So the lion kill you, but don't worry, you will live. The Messiah said, whoever die and he believe in me, he will live. It doesn't matter who. He who find he find his life will lose it, and he who lose his life for my sake will find it. Do you see it? This is what Jesus is talking about. So in order to have the life which Jesus will give you later, the promise of the promised life, you have to lose your life today. And lose your life today, by the way, does not mean you drink poison and kill yourself. Absolutely, because some foolish will say to me, you mean that? No, it's mean your life today is not the purpose of your existence. The purpose of your existence is to be with the Lord. So you give everything you have. Now if you are preaching the gospel and somebody kill you, you lost your life for his sake, because the purpose of life for you was to do mission, to bring people to Christ. But he did not say go and drink poison. Oh, let me lose my life, I want to jump from the mountain. That's not what he's saying. So the one who gave his life, which means he chose to serve the Lord, and he gave his life for the Lord, that person will be promised the eternity and the real life, not the temporary one. The one who is in love with his life today, he will lose his eternity of life tomorrow. And here you will notice how beautiful that is. And you will notice that the Christians, the true believers, they did exactly what he said. And actually, this is why Christianity became superior. Superior by love and by sacrificing, not by doing jihad. The Muslim, they do jihad, sacrificing themselves to get diversions and to get endless penis, as Muhammad he promised them. The Christian, they sacrifice themselves in love for mankind. He go to you risking his life in order to bring you to life. You kill him because you think he is a bad person, because you misunderstood him, because you think he's bringing to you a false religion, because you're a pagan who believe if you kiss a black stone, the black stone will save you. You are a person who believe if you say shahada to a false man, the child molester, you are going to be a good person in heaven. You've been taught that if you do jihad and attack the neighbors and get the blondie and enslave the people around you, then you are promised eternity wearing green clothes and your endless penis is going forward. So in order to understand the teaching of Jesus, my friend, we don't take a phrase and we make a story about it, trying to divert the meaning far away from what it's meant. And yes, how in the world you idiot understand that the Bible says drink poison? The Bible says in many places don't try your Lord. Is that correct, guys? Don't try your Lord. When the devil he came to Jesus, he said to him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself and the angels will carry you. He said to him, it's written. Don't. You cannot do that. Don't try me. Don't try your Lord. Otherwise I can say, hey God, if you are true, make me tomorrow to win a lotto. And tomorrow I did not win the lotto, so obviously God does not exist. That is stupid. This is not what the Bible teach. So what some people they want to do is to try to themselves to make themselves masters and teachers when they themselves they do not know what they are talking about. If we go to more verses in the Bible, we'll find this one as an example. We mentioned this about why you taught them in parables, why you told them in examples. For it is the easiest way for a human being to understand. You see, if you read any of the parables of Jesus, which is said 2,000 years ago, you will find them fit with your life today. There's an amazing wisdom with those parables. Not a single example Jesus he gave us in his stories to teach us does not fit with our time today. Remember, we are in the year 2018 and almost 2019, and yet every word of Jesus fit with our world today. That's amazing. When we go in the Quran, we will find the Quran saying, prepare for your enemy your horses. Speaking to the Muslims in the future. What horses? You want to fight America by your horses? But if you read the teaching of Jesus, you will find that it doesn't matter what you read. It's perfectly fit with our world today, the world of technology. Right now, I'm sitting in America, yet you are listening to me from around the earth. And yet, every story Jesus said fit with the world today. And then you will see an idiot says to us, the Bible says the earth is flat. How is that? He said that the Bible says the four corners of the earth. You idiot, right now, if you open your map, you will see there's four corners in Google Earth. Does that mean it's a really corners? It's a figure of speech used for centuries and centuries and centuries. So don't play games and don't try to play fool and say, it does say that. Actually, the Bible is the only book written thousands of years ago saying that the earth is in the shape of a globe. If you go in the book of Job, you will see that the one who hanged the earth on nothing, it took the human being thousands of years to come to the conclusion that the earth is hanged on nothing. And it is there in the Bible, but nobody noticed it and nobody saw it. And actually science, they found today, if you go to Job 26 verse number, I think 7 or 6, let's try here in the same page. All right, read with me carefully. He spread out the northern sky over empty space. It's an empty space. He suspended the earth over nothing. You know, this is actually this is an international translation. This translation I don't accept it. Let me change the translation. This is the last translation, by the way, I accept. And somebody might say to me now, oh, you Christians, you have many versions of the Bible. This is a translation, Abdul. Like you have translation, Yusuf Ali. We go by the original scriptures. And if any of the translators make mistake, we seek the correctness and we correct it. So you will see here, he stretches out the north over empty place and hangeth the earth upon nothing. Do you see it? The Bible is full of things which is really, I mean, Job, the book of Job. Do you know how old this written is? This is very ancient. Always need to remember, the Bible is not a book of science and will never be, and we don't want it to be the book of science. And you will never see a Christian bragging about, oh look, but I'm just trying to answer you about you saying the earth have four corners. Otherwise, we don't believe the Bible should be in any way, in any mean, the book of science. But in the book of science, will not accept that Mary, she gave birth without a man. That is not science. That is a miracle. Miracle is anything a human being cannot comprehend and cannot explain. If we can explain it, it's not a miracle no more. A woman, she never have a man, She never slept with the man, and then she get pregnant. That is a miracle. That is not science. That is against logic. This is why you see the Quran saying stupid things. As an example, the Quran says, how Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? That because Allah is not the true God. And because of that, he is limited to the limitation of the man. The man, he cannot have a son without having a wife. The wife, she cannot have a son without having a husband, or the women. So due to that, because of this, which is the natural logic, the you know, the nature, the way you are made, you cannot have a baby by your own. We are made to have male and female in order to produce children. So how he can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Simply, he cannot have a son because he have no girlfriend. This is the excuse Allah he provide. And because he cannot have because he don't have a wife, then we understand now the logic of Islam, that to him do the primal origin of the heaven and the earth. How can he have a son when he has no girlfriend? So the God of Islam, he have a man-minded logic, and the man-minded logic is, how I can have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? But he did not explain to us that, because this is a contradiction, because the Quran, the same book, teach that Mary, she have no son, she have no husband, sorry, and yet she have a son. And that again, additional, prove that Islam is a false religion, because this God is speaking about against his logic. The same logic he used to prove to us that he have no son is the same logic we can examine him teaching him that Mary, she have no man touch her, no man slept with her. It's a stupid book, and the author is a silly person, and his logic is very silly. If there is any Muslim wanna call me, please let me know. I will open my Skype. All right. So we Christians, we don't speak of science in the Bible, because the Bible is not a book of science, and there's many things in the Bible is against science. What people they call science today is based on mostly it's based on theories. As an example, the Big Bang. They teach you in school that, even when I was a kid, they are teaching us in school that the Earth was created because of an explosion, blah 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 blah, and they are talking about it as if it's real. But this is a theory. This is a very stupid theory, because how there was nothing but nothing explode? They can't explain that to us. There is nothing, but nothing explode. How nothing can explode? You see, they refuse to accept God because he said, how can God create nothing from nothing? But they are the one who believe in that, not us. We don't believe that nothing is coming from nothing. We believe all the creation coming from God. So they bring you what they believe. It is a fact, but the fact, it is a theory. There's many scientists, they don't believe in the Big Bang, but they will not bring them to you. They adopt, the atheists, they control a huge part of our education, and they brought that to you, and that's it. You are just a dummy who believe what they say to you. And then you believe it because the teacher said that to you. As long as the teacher, he said that to me, must be true. And by the way, I never believe the teacher say anything to me. Because later I noticed that all what the teacher teaching have nothing to do with reality. I remember when I was in high school, or even before. I don't remember really what a grade. Uh, I asked the teacher. You know, they have a section in the history book about Arabic or Arab scientist, Arab scientist, and because supposedly we are Arab, so we should be proud about Arab scientists. So the teacher, he said to us, today we will talk about Al-Khwarizmi. Al-Khwarizmi. And I was listening to the teacher about this Al-Khwarizmi scientist, blah blah blah. Okay. And you know, I'm a person who go since I was a child. I mean, like I like to go deep in every sentence someone says to me. I don't just take words and and let it go. I like to know what he's talking about. So Al-Khwarizmi. Who is Al-Khwarizmi? You know? I asked the teacher. I said, this supposedly he's an Arab scientist, right? He said, yes. I said, yeah, this is why he is in the Arabic section of. I said, but what does his name mean in Arabic? I could not find a meaning for this Khawarizmi. He said, as you know, in Arabic, if somebody from a city, we say, like if you are from the city of Mecca, we call you the Meccan. If you are from Cairo, we call you the Cairon. If you are from Baghdad, we call you al-Baghdadi, the same as ISIS leader. So this guy is al-Khawarizmi. So he is. This is not his last name. This is where he is from. But I said, but what is? But this is mean that he is from Khawarizm. He said yes. I said, okay, sir. What is Khawarizm? Oh Lord. They are teaching us that this guy is an Arab, yet he is from Khawarizm. That's mean he is not an Arab, and he have nothing to do with the Arab. This guy is coming from the heart of Asia. How in the world you are teaching us that Al-Khawarizmi is an Arab scientist? He said, let us continue. Let's continue. Like, no, obviously it's a fake history. They collected all the famous names and they made them, you like it or not, they make them Arab. Anyone he is very, very well known to be. By the way, all those names the Muslim they are proud about, they killed them and they tortured them and they accused them to be atheists or to be Christians, or which mean they destroy their life. They never accepted them to be Muslims. Now suddenly they are proud about them. And we can give example for those things. There's a program I used to watch when I was a kid. It's called Captain Cousteau. I think he's a French, and this guy he like dive in the ocean to discover the secret of the ocean. After he died, the Muslim they say that this guy converted to Islam. How he converted to Islam? When? I will not be surprised if the Muslim they say Christian Prince converted to Islam after I die. A week after I die, they will make a video says Christian Prince converted to Islam and he says Shahada. What his name? The founder of Apple company. They made him Muslim. But why? Because his father is Syrian. But this guy he grow in a family have nothing to do with the Muslims or Islam, and he was not buried in the mosque. He was not prayed. They did not pray in his body in his mosque, and he was he grew up in a Christian family. But not long after he died, they made him a Muslim, and now they are saying we are the one who made Apple phone. Steve Jobs. When the fact his father he dumped him literally. This is why the family, those family, they adopted him, because he have no parents. The woman, the mother is a hooker. The father, he work in a casino. He made her pregnant. They dump him. This family, they took him, they adopted him, and he was a successful man. You know, we know the rest of the story. Because he's successful, they made him a Muslim. However, you see, because Islam seeking power, they always focus in like a celebrity to make them as Muslims, because supposedly that will bring them many people who worship those men. So when like they targeted like Muhammad Ali, etc., because there is many, they like this boxer. So if he became a Muslim, many they will become Muslims too. But that will not work, because sooner or later people will listen to people like me, and they will see that Islam is the most stupid religion ever. You know, when when I was a kid, I went to a house of a Muslim, and it was the first time for me to see somebody praying as a Muslim. It was his dad. His dad, you know, he go up, he go down, he all go up, he go down, and I am watching. You know, I was like in the other room, but like they have like a big like it's a big room separated two parts, but I can see everything in the other room. Big house. The guy, he go up, he go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. Okay, you know. And I was really very, like, let us say me and this kid, we are very close to each other. Like, you know, we are like we are matched to go together, have fun. He's a Muslim. And I notice that each time he wanna pray, he open all the windows which facing the balcony, which is facing the neighbors. All of them he opened them. He never pray. It is cold, it is winter, it doesn't matter. He always opened the windows. And once he was praying, and then the the window you know, like the wind push it and close it. So he was moving his eyebrows to his son to open the windows, like, you know, open. He's praying up and down, but yet he's whispering to his son to open the window. And later I told his son, I told him, why your dad he opened the window even when it's cold? I mean, it's cold, like, you know, we froze until he finished. I mean, all the heat in the house is gone now. He said, well, I asked my mom, she said he liked to see that, like he liked the neighbor to see him. We are just kids, we don't know what he like, what we don't know what this is for. I mean, like, we are, both of us, we are just two cute kids, you know, we have no idea, we are innocent, we have nothing. So he said, I asked my mom, she said to me he liked the neighbors to see him. Even that, you will see Jesus spoke about it. Is that true? Even that, Jesus mentioned it. When you want to pray, don't pray in the corner, don't pray in the public, don't shout and say I'm praying, as we see in Matthew 6:5. Don't pray like the hypocrites. So Jesus, since the beginning, he warned us not to be Muslims. Muslims, they are people who follow a hypocrite man who wanted them to be hypocrite. They are following the steps of their prophet. If you go to Matthew, you would see Jesus saying this.
Matthew 6. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, Do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut to thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Amen to that. You see, that is the teaching of Jesus. That is Jesus. A Muslim, he would say, actually once a Muslim, he asked me, he said, I never saw you praying. I said, why you need to see me praying? He said, well, look like you're a Christian, don't pray. I said, no, we pray. But the Lord, the Messiah, he warned us not to be the same as the Muslims, like you. He said, well, yeah, I agree, most of us, we are hypocrite, but there are some Muslims believe really and they pray for real. I said, if you pray for real, why you need to go and show everybody that you are praying? How many times, you know, I'm debating a Muslim like Dr. Rohi, he need to go and pray. Or, you know, like many Muslims, they say it's a time for me to go to pray. He have to tell everybody he have to pray. A Muslim, he's in a chat room talking in the microphone. Suddenly, oh guys, I have to go. I have to pray. He have to tell everybody that he is a good guy who pray to God. The same when they do donation. You see, the Messiah he spoke about this too. You see, there is people who send me donation. I do not need to thank them for, you know, I'm not the one who can reward them anyway. I mean, what thanks I can do? Someone is trying to be good and trying to help. What good I can do for him? They are not doing it for return. So he do it quietly. He don't brag about it. He don't go around and say, hey, I donated to Christian Prince $5. That is the spirit of a Christian person. The Muslim, they don't practice that. And by the way, you will see a lot of things Jesus he said, Muhammad he copied it, and he claimed that this is the wisdom of his God. I can show you tons of example of Jesus is speaking, and Muhammad he take the credit for it, and he said that Allah told him that. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is a false man, and he have no place between us. I always advise people to, in order to know who is a person you think he is, let us say, good to deal with, not necessarily to teach you, I mean in anything. Even in that, I take the teaching of the Messiah as a guidance for you, for me, to find out who is the person. Let us say I want to take you as a friend. Let us say I found a girl, I found her interesting, and I'm thinking about getting married. Let us say I found a person I want to do business with. Or, you know, I want to go with some group of people just for fun, maybe picnic. Before I make those actions, I have to make a decision. Can I be with those people? Are they qualified to be with me? Am I qualified to be with them? And how I do that? The Messiah, he taught me how to do it. The very easiest way, which is a golden, I cannot say even golden rule, it's a priceless rule. You know them from their fruits. People make speeches, they speak good, they do bad. Speaking good is very easy. Doing the good is the hard part. So in order to know who you should be with in anything in life, you follow the teaching of the Messiah. From their fruits you shall know them. They will come to you wearing the clothes of sheep. So not from their clothes, obviously, but they are wolves. So we will not go by the clothes. We will not be blinded by the clothes. Somebody he come to you, he's a bishop or he's a priest. He might be the devil himself. He might be a child molester like Muhammad. By the way, I heard that in Austria, a woman, she is sentenced to pay a penalty for saying Muhammad is a child molester. My friend, you should not say Muhammad is a child molester. Learn English. He is a pedophile. And I guess if you say that, the court will not make you pay penalty. I mean, what kind of a court this court is? Obviously, it's a court of idiots. If Muhammad marry a child, she is 6 years old. So how he can say he is not a child molester? In fact, he is not a child molester. He is a child rapist. Molester, he molest. He did not molest. He did full rape. Right? So I agree, he is not a child molester. It's not a correct statement. Someone wanna call me? Is a Muslim? Okay, give me a second to open my Skype. Just a second. You know, I'm afraid to open Skype. I open Skype, I get scared. I find like 200 missing call because people, they call me after I'm done. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe they watch videos later. They think I'm still live or something. And like, boop, 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 like you open your Skype, you feel like the notification is coming like crazy. Okay, I am in Skype now. If anyone want to call, I prefer Muslims to call. Really, I'm not. You know, I prefer always to have a conversation with Muslims. I like really to talk to Muslims because I feel that speaking to Muslim help both of us, Christians and Muslims, in the same time. And at the end of the day, be the judge. All of you be the judge. Muslims, Christians, atheists, Hindus, whatever you are. Be the judge. You see, Islam forbid the Muslims from speaking to Christians about Islam. Do you know that? So how the Muslim want to convert me to Islam? Muslims, they speak to you about Islam only if you don't question Islam. But there is Muslims, like, you know, they debate. This is not really Islamic. Muhammad, he never said to the Muslims debate the Christians. Muhammad himself never debated the Christians. The fact, Muhammad, when the Christians, they came to debate him, he ran away like a potato, like Shaybir Ali. He ran away from me always. And he told them, well, you are asking me about Jesus. Let us do this. Let us curse the one is lying. Chapter 3, verse number 61. So a group of a Christian, they came to Muhammad to settle down with him issues he said about Jesus, which they don't believe in. Muhammad have no answer, as usual. And this is the case for all liars. They avoid. You see, I can claim that I speak Chinese as long as you don't speak to me Chinese. Okay, I made a Chinese voice. But if there's a Chinese one between you, he will laugh at it. He will say, what this guy is saying? This is not Chinese. So Muhammad is the same as someone who claimed that he knew Chinese, but when the Chinese come to him, he don't want to speak Chinese. And here the Christians coming to Muhammad saying to him, okay, you claim that you know about Jesus, let us debate about it. So what Muhammad said? Oh, Allah told me, brothers and sisters, let me put the screen up. Where is the guy? He said, you want to call me? If anyone dispute in this matter, the matter of what? About Jesus, with thee, Now, after full knowledge, what full knowledge? Muhammad cannot answer. I mean, he have full knowledge, but yet he cannot answer them. If you have full knowledge, debate them. Brother and sisters, Christian Prince, he have full knowledge, but he cannot answer you because he have full knowledge. So let us do cursing party. Your mic, Abdul. Take the mic, please, and say, if I am lying, may Allah cut my nose. Okay. Your turn, Christian Prince. Bedether. In the Quran forbid us from debating the Christian. As an example, when the Prophet Muhammad, the Christian, they came to him to debate him. He did not debate them. He said to them, let us have cursing party. What cursing party? Yes, cursing party. So instead to be a real Muslim, you have to debate as Muhammad. Allah told him in the Quran. We start cursing ourselves, and the one is lying. Supposedly, he will get tired first. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? And look what Muhammad said. If anyone one dispute with you in this matter about Jesus, now after full knowledge has come to thee, say, come, let us gather together. Not to debate, no. Our sons and your son, what our son and your sons, you either those are bishop. They don't get married. They don't have wives. How they will have sons? This is additional proof that Muhammad is an idiot. You do not know that Christian bishops don't have children. You, our son and your sons, our women and your women. What women? They don't have women. Ourselves. And what do women have to do with this? Imagine I want to debate Shabir Ali. He bring his wife, his 4 wives. I bring my wife with me. Now I know why I'm not qualified to debate him, because I don't have a wife. I mean, how I can debate with him and do this party, cursing party, if I don't have a wife? I have to get wives, not only one. Have you ever heard of a stupid statement like this? This is why we say there's nowhere to compare between the stupidity of Islam and the wisdom, the amazing wisdom of the teaching of Jesus. Why Jesus did not say to the Jews when they were arguing with him, let us bring your women, I bring my women, bring your children, I bring my children, bring your goat, I bring my goat, and let us curse the one, let's ask God to curse the one is lying. Oh boy. And yet he claimed Muhammad that he have a full knowledge. If this is full knowledge, what full stupidity is about? If this is full knowledge, what is full stupidity is? And by the way, for all those Muslims, they say they want to debate me. I mean, they cannot find me. Somebody sent me a text in Facebook, says to me, I don't know, a guy, I challenged him long time ago in YouTube. He said he accepted to debate me. Okay, accept. Where are you? And call me. He accept. Call me. My Skype is open. Anyone can call me. Thank you for the one who texts me in Skype. Bless you too. My friend, stupidity speak for itself. Wisdom speak for itself. There is people who, when they open their mouth, flea and flies and frogs will come out. And there is people who, when they open their mouth, the amazing word of God will come out. People, they choose to be savage over being civil. When you listen to the Messiah, he taught them even how you are foolish in your judgment about what make you clean. As an example, the Muslims, they copy some law from the Jews, and they thought that if we copy the Jews, that will make us understand Judaism. So Muhammad starts saying to the Muslims, don't eat pork. But Muhammad never explained why we cannot eat pork. Any Muslim can explain to us why we cannot eat pork? If you go to the book of the Jews, you will find reasons. If you go to the book of the Muslims, you do not know why those things is happening. I mean, why you Muslim believe that you should not eat pork? Give me a reason. We don't know. Muhammad in the Quran speak about Israel. 40 something time the name Israel appear. Yet nowhere in the Quran it says who is Israel. Why? Because it's a thief. Muhammad is stealing this name from the Jews. You do not know who is Israel. What Israel? Who is the guy who the Quran keeps saying Israel, 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 Israel? Who is Israel? Shouldn't this God? You see, the Muslim, they say to us the Quran is the perfect book. There's people who call themselves Quran only. Quran only. Okay, you Mr. Quran only. Who is Israel? We go and look in the Quran, we will find the name Israel appear in the Quran 41 times. Okay. Who is this guy? We don't know. What the name mean? They don't know. Where the name is coming from? They have no idea. Because Islam is an aftermarket copy fraud religion. You go in the Bible, you want to know who's Israel? You go in the Bible, you will find exactly how Israel became Israel. And who is this guy whose name Israel, and who gave him the name? In the Quran, the whole story is missing. For this guy is a thief. If you ask a Muslim what Ishmael mean, they don't know. What Mikael mean, they don't know. What Jibrail mean, they don't know. What Allah mean, they don't know. Do you remember when I debated with this Dr. Imam, the guy who have a PhD from Al-Azhar University? I asked him what Allah. You remember? The debate is there, just maybe, I don't know, 15 days ago. I asked him what is Allah. He said Allah is a word said by an Arab man. We do not know who is he. Really, guys, the first one who say Allah is an Arab man. But we do not know who is he. So how you know he was an Arab but you do not know how is he? Which means in order to know if he's an Arab or not, you have to know his name, where he lived, where etc. But they don't know anything about him. Yes, Allah is an Arabic word and it's said first time by an Arab guy, but we do not know who is he. Okay, what Allah mean? Worship something. What? Do you remember, guys? Do you remember when he said Allah mean worship something? Who remember? You can go and watch the debate. If you don't believe me, Muslims, if you don't believe me, the debate is there down in the list. Go, the debate name who is Allah. Dr. Ruhi, Imam Ruhi, have a PhD from Al-Azhar University, the highest university of Islam in the world. Me myself, I have degree in Islam, but I'm not graduated from Al-Azhar University. By the way, there's an idiot. He said, how a Christian prince he can have a degree in Islam when in Islamic schools only accept Muslims only. That's a big fat stupid lie, idiot. We are required in the Middle East to study law. When we study law, we have to study all religions, because law in the Middle East dominated by religion. So we are required. Doesn't matter if you are a Christian, you are a Jew, you are a Hindu, that because you are an idiot. So Allah, according to Dr. Ruhi, mean worship something. So the Muslim, they worship something. I'm so glad to know that. You worship something, not someone. I worship something. You just said something, not someone. Something. In fact, that's not true, you know, because they do not know where the name is coming from. This religion is the most stupid religion ever. They do not know what the name of the God mean. They do not even the name of the God, because I explained to you many times that the true name of the God of Islam is not Allah, it is Lah. Please, my friend, just don't text me in Skype just to say etc. You know, you can text in the chat with the rest. If you want to call me, call me. If you want to call me later, you know, because you are shy, because you have a question for me, no problem. But no text, please. I have my Skype open for Muslims to call me. So, يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم. Okay, who is the children of Israel? Who is the children of Israel? Allah knows best. Before you tell us about the children of Israel, shouldn't you tell us first who is Israel? This is the most stupid religion ever. He keeps saying the children of Israel, but yet he do not tell us who is Israel. The children of a Christian prince. But we will not exist in the time of a Christian prince. So who is a Christian prince? Shouldn't you tell those people who is a Christian prince? It's very funny and very stupid religion, and the logic of this cult is very weird. Do we have any Muslim here would like to call me? And by the way, you know, the Muslim when they speak about Islam, you think like the first moment you hear a Muslim speaking, he start right away quoting you Quran. But the second you ask him what you are quoting, can you explain what you are quoting? He have no idea. And we can prove that no Muslim have an idea what the Quran is talking about, because if you read all the interpretation books of the Quran, you will find they don't agree with each other. For those who they are in the chat, you know, guys, focus in my topic. Anyone who speak about me, just ignore him. Christian prince, he look like this, he look like that, who care? That is because the person is silly. Silly people speak about silly stuff. Why you care about how I look like? I look like Ahmadinejad. What's your problem? And look what we are talking about, and look what some people are talking about. Silly people speak about silly stuff. Right? I'm telling you, you know, there is people they go to the church to listen to the word of God, and there is people they go there to see what people are wearing. This woman, she is wearing that. Did you see that woman? Yeah, man, she have a lot of makeup. Really? Yeah, I saw her. Did you see her lipstick? I think it's not expensive. I think it's cheap, but she's trying to show off. Those are silly people, right? Silly people talk about silly stuff. And this is what Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. Fruit of people is what they speak of and what they do. Gossip, stupidity, you know. Are you going to the church, or you are going to pray, or you are going to see you talk? What are you going there for? Don't be silly. Do we have any Abdul wanna call me? Mayday, Mayday. Any Abdul would like to call? Yeah, and by the way, I advise you, if you have a friends, to choose your friends carefully, because when you choose a stupid friend, maybe I don't know if I should use the word stupid, but I think it is correct to say it, because being with silly person will make you silly too. You see, they affect you. They affect you in reasoning. They affect you in things, the topic you talk about. Try to associate yourself with someone more educated, because you will win by being with someone more educated, for he will, the second he talk, he would teach and speak knowledge. That's it. I mean, he's very, someone is wise, the second he speak wisdom. You attend, you go, you practice your life going around with silly stupid people, you will get to be silly. You will come back home and say, I have a new tattoo. I mean, is that the victory you got in life? You got a tattoo? Okay. Tomorrow you will have a new tattoo. The day after you will have a better tattoo. You keep tattooing yourself until you became like a map. GPS map. How many tattoo you have, my friend? I have a lot of tattoo. I remember when I was in a student, at that time I was in London. A relative of Suharto, you know Suharto, he was the president of Indonesia. She is a very filthy rich because her uncle, I don't know, she's his niece, something like that. You know, they are thieves. So she want to show the people, that the student, the tattoo she have. You will not believe it where she have it. She have no shame to take off her pant and show us. You know, I mean, this is how silly people are. Here we go. She got a tattoo there. I mean, he must be proud with that tattoo. Anyway, by the way, I'm not involved in your private life if you want to have tattoo, but I mean, try to focus on something important in life, a target, something, a mission. What tattoo? What tattoo will do to you? And then you start putting rings in your nose and your ears, and you know, and then your eyebrows. What if you have a fight with somebody? He will rip you off. Unbelievable. You know, this guy, he keeps saying Christian Prince is Lebanese. Well, I have to ban you, my friend, because you are being stupid and being silly. I told you many times, I am a black, blonde, African American from Japan. What's your business? You are a stupid idiot. Get lost. Sorry, I have to say it. Christian Prince is Lebanese. Christian Prince is Lebanese. All right. I don't know. Here we go. We got an example of stupidity. We talk about very serious issues, and like he got the fox from his tail. All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Christian Prince.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just hearing that you are Lebanese.
Yeah.
And just laughing.
I don't know. Every day I have a new citizenship, by the way. Sometimes I'm Saudi, sometimes I'm Syrian, sometimes I'm Jordanian. I don't know. Sometimes I'm Iraqi. Yeah.
Now, I just wanted to make a contribution since I'm not seeing any Muslim calling.
All right.
And it's in regard to what you read about the Christian delegation from Najran that came to Muhammad in Medina.
Right.
Now, my question is, Muhammad called Jesus Isa. So what does this Isa mean if we compare it to the Christian Arab that call him Yasu?
Well, I believe Muhammad, he was associating with those who use the Greek name of Jesus, which is Asos.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, but there is no confirmation of that. I'm just because I could not find really any reason for him to use that name, because we Christians, we never use Isa. If you go to anyone in the Middle East, ask any Arab Christian, do you believe in Isa? For sure he will know that what you're talking about Jesus, because this is what the Muslim says, but we don't call him Isa. We never call him Isa. You know, we use the Arabic word, which is Yeshua. Yeshua. Yeshua is simply, you see, like in Arabic we switch the shin to sin, so Yeshua became Yeshua, right? Like we say Yeshua. So we say Yeshua, Yeshua al-Masih. Nobody, the word Masih, Muhammad, he got it right, okay, because this was a title, but but always this guy, he made mistakes when it's come to the names, and the same for like Mary. Mary is the daughter of Umran, you know. Moses, his father is Umran. Aaron, his father is Umran. So Muhammad, he come to the conclusion that Mary, she is the sister of Moses. But Mary, her father is not Umran. You know, Umran, where he got the name from? So Muhammad, obviously, because he is just trying to steal information. He thought that the word Umran with M is
Yeah.
Umran, and there's a huge difference. And because he made that such a mistake, he thought that, okay, well, the father of Moses is Umran, the father of Aaron is Umran, and he learned from the Jews that they have a sister, her name is Maryam. And the
But
only,
it was Miriam.
and by the way, it's true. Miriam is the sister of Aaron and Moses, and this is what the Bible in the Old Testament says. So Muhammad, he thought, as long as Maryam is the sister of Aaron, and she is the sister of Moses, and they have the same name of the father.
So that's why it says Ya Hukti Aruna.
Yeah, Ya Ukhta Harun, yes. Yeah.
That's very funny. But okay, so there's somebody you told me, maybe you can check on it, that Imam Baidawi, that he says Isa means reddish, and it made me think about Esau in the Bible, the brother to Jacob. So I don't know whether that could have any significance.
Say again, please. What you said again.
Imam Baidawi,
Yeah,
that he defines Isa meaning reddish.
well, you know,
Somebody is reddish.
the Muslims, they have tons of interpretation trying to find out the names, because Muhammad, he never told them. As an example, what the word Masih mean?
Anointed one.
No, most of the Muslims,
to the Muslims, I don't know what.
yeah,
in Islam.
Muslims, they are trying to find what those, because those are foreign words for them. They do not know what they mean. So
yeah,
as I said, you know, Islam is a theft. It's not. This is why they do not know what the names mean. So according to Muslims, they come with the conclusion: the word Masih is close to the Arabic with masaha, which means which mean wipe out, or you know. So they say that the Messiah, he have flat feet.
Yes, and he had long hair, and very funny descriptions of the Messiah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's I don't know how to explain stupidity sometime, how it work. You know, like I follow a stupid prophet, and then I try to be smart. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? Even if you are smart, even if you are a genius, you know, even if you are a genius, the second you are following a stupid teacher, you became stupid too, because you are trying to explain stupidity by being smart.
Yeah, I feel like there's a progression in Muhammad's life from Makkah to Medina. In Makkah, he seems to be a little bit humble, maybe because they were a minority. And then when he gained power, now somehow even the Quran begins to change, you know, because like in the initial period, he told people, La hikra fi fil din, there is no compulsion in religion. But now in Medina,
no, this verse have nothing. You see, this is not even what it's meant. Muhammad, when he said that verse, it was about that he heard that the non-Muslims, they are forcing their children not to convert to Islam. So Muhammad saying to them, there's no compulsion in religion, you know, which means you cannot force your kids not to join Islam. It's not about you are free.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is a wrong interpretation. You know, the Muslim, they use it always. You know, as always, the Muslim, they quote to misquote. They don't quote really to say the truth. They quote to misquote. They quote to prove a point which is not true in their book. But if we go and read the details, if we do a little search, we will find that this verse have nothing to do with you are free to leave Islam. Because is it Muhammad who said who changed the religion, kill him? You know, isn't it Muhammad who says kill them? You know, those who refuse to believe, or those who left Islam.
Yeah, whoever that changes his religion, kill him.
Yeah. So, you know, that means Muhammad, if this is true, if Muhammad said that you cannot force somebody to convert to religion, then all his story in Islam is false, because all of Islam, the Quran says, fight those who don't believe in Allah, not those who fight you. You know,
yeah.
When he say fight those who fight you, we understand it's about people fighting him. But he says, fight those who
Would
don't
not
believe in Allah and don't acknowledge the religion of the truth and don't acknowledge you and as a prophet, etc., from the Christian and the Jews until they pay the jizya. So Muhammad here trying to make money. Now he have enough men, and now he's looking for excuse. How I'm going to strip you from your money and your land and your women? So I would say Allah told me that, okay, fight those who don't believe. You know,
Yeah. So it changes. Allah seems to change his mind. Yeah.
well, you know, Muhammad is a politician, you know, and every situation have different belief, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you
Well,
know, you know, there's many people they are like this, by the way, you know, like if Muslims became like, let us say there's some town in USA have a big population of Muslims, so you will see politicians suddenly speaking about the Prophet Muhammad, that he was an amazing man because they want to win the vote, you know. If the population was Jews, they will speak about you know, he will be a Jew. They, you know, like Obama when he in the election time, all his life he make fun of the Bible. Suddenly he's holding the Bible and he became a Christian supposedly. He go and he visit Islamic countries, he quote the Quran. He go to Israel, he wear the hat of the Jews and he pray in the front of the wall. He sit with the atheist, he make fun of the Bible. So he is you know, he's multi-religion. All right.
Yeah.
So you know, always we see that a person who change his let us say his position from things, you see, we can accept that. As an example, God says to Adam, or you know, God created Adam and he created his children's. Okay, now the children of Adam, they have no choice but to marry from each other, correct? Okay, but then long after, we have rules that you cannot do that. Okay, so it's not Adam like overnight he changed that you cannot marry your sister. And Muslim, they can't explain to us how this man, he says something in the morning, he changed his mind after noon. You know, as an example, when Muhammad he sent his army to fight the infidels supposedly, but the fact he is the infidel, and he told them that 100 of you can fight 1,000 of them, you know. Chapter 8 verse number 65. The Muslims they went to the war and they were, you know, they found that this is a false promise. What 100 to 1,000? That's like this is like an American movie, Sylvester Stallone shooting everybody, you know. So you know, when he came back, Muhammad, he have to fix it. He exaggerate with his lies. So look what he said: "O Prophet, rouse the believers to fight. If there is 20 amongst you, patient and persevering, they will vanquish 200. If 100, they will vanquish 1,000. So 1 to 10. Right away, the verse after it says, "For the present, Allah has lightened your task." Okay, he knows that there is a weak spot on you. Like what? He don't know that the weak spot before. But even so, if there are 100 of you, patient and persevering, they will vanquish 200. What happened? From 1 to 10 to 1 to 2?
So Allah has suddenly changed his mind.
No, you see, he's a liar and he got busted, and now he have to fix it. I mean, obviously it was too much to believe in to be true, and you know, like you know, like there's a joke about a guy, he exaggerate in his lies. So you know, his wife, she told him, "My husband, each time we have visitors, you exaggerate with your lies. I mean, you make it so big to, I mean, it's obvious." So he said, "Okay, next time if I say a lie, start coughing. I don't notice myself." You know. So she's okay. So you know, he have visitors and he told them, they said to him, "Okay, what are you doing these days?" He said, "Well, I took a government project and I'm going to build a wall. The length of that wall is 1,000 kilometers." The wife, she started coughing. He said, "Okay, you know what? It's true, it's 1,000 kilometers long, but it's 1 centimeter wide." Supposed, he fixed it, like, he exaggerated there in the length, so let us make it.
Yeah.
So Muhammad is no better. You need to cuff next to him, so you tell him that, Muhammad, come on, that's too much, buddy. What are you talking about? And this is obviously like here, like, isn't him ashamed to say that now he found that you have a weak spot on you? What do you mean he have found you? Because this is God. Who's talking here? Allah. How Allah he just found a weak spot on you?
Yeah.
And if you read the two verses, you will notice it says, "O Prophet, rose the believers to fight. If there's 20 amongst you, patient and persevering." In both verses, patient and persevering is required. So nothing changed. The condition is the same. You see, both have the same exact condition. Like because we know if condition change, then result can change. Even in chemistry, even in physics. Like,
but how can Allah change his mind when this Quran is supposed to be in heaven, in the seventh heaven?
My friend, if God he promised me I will have victory, who care about how many anyway? I mean, what the point of 1 to win 100 or 10? Are you saying to me that Allah he can help you to the maximum of 1 to 10? If it's 1 to 11, you will lose. You know what I mean? If God he sent me to war and said to me, I am with you, that you will win. That's it. If there's a billion person against me, if God is with me, who could be against me? So what it's mean to have 1 will win against 10? This is obviously this is not going to be God. The number here mean nothing. It's stupid. And why he's changing numbers? If he is promising them victory, they will be victorious. If he is promising them to lose, they will lose. But because he is, you see, when we read something, we have to go deep in details and we have to explore what is between the words. The problem is most of people don't want to do that. They just read it. They don't find anything wrong with it. Okay, Allah he told them, etc. And then he told them that. But this is a clear evidence that there is something wrong.
Sometimes I compare Muhammad with the prosperity gospel preachers of these days, because you see, like, it takes the Muslims to war, and then when they find spoils there, it comes in chapter 8 and verse 1. He says all the spoils belong to Allah and to His messenger.
Yeah.
So we cannot question God. So it basically belongs to Him.
And when Muhammad he was worried about himself, not because he's not going with them in the war, he want to guarantee that he will have his booty. So he made a verse saying that the fifth from every attack to him and to Allah. He want to preserve his share, like the best of the booty have to go to the Prophet. So I have to say to you, and later we find in the Quran that the Muslims accuse Muhammad that he stolen underwear. I mean, imagine what kind of a prophet and what kind of companion they accuse their prophet that he is a thief. And they are, by the way, all of them, they are thieves. They are talking about stolen clothes, because the clothes they are fighting over, a piece of a clothes is missing. It is stolen when they attack a caravan. So then they accuse there's a piece of a cloth which is missing, and then who is the one who took it? They say, okay, the Prophet obviously is the one who took it, because look like it's a habit for Muhammad to steal things. They are the best expensive stuff. So you will see chapter 3 verse number 161. It says it is not for a prophet to be a thief, because the one who is a thief, he is going to be brought to me by a chain in the judgment. Okay, but if God of the God of Islam is a true God, and there is somebody accused the Prophet to be a thief, shouldn't Allah says to us, who is the one who took the underwear?
I've never heard of it.
Until now, by the way, if you get any news, let me know, please. Until now, the underwear is missing. The verse in the front of us. I mean, if God is true, shouldn't Allah he says, okay, go to the house of this guy, open the drawer, or look under the bed, or ask him to take off his pants, and you will see he's wearing the underwear. This is God. He can tell us where is the underwear. But saying it's not Muhammad who stole it, that's stupid. Tell us then who is the one who stole it.
So there is a stolen underwear that is still missing
until now. We can give you a description if you like to work as a special detective to find it.
Oh my. I think let me sleep and try and find it.
Yeah, maybe if you have a dog, he can chase the smell, because obviously the smell will be all over. Imagine underwear by Muhammad. You see,
whose underwear it was?
You know, they attack people, and
they attack a caravan.
Yeah, and they stole their clothing and stole their money, and you know, because they are savage. You know, imagine there are a bunch of thieves, obviously. Because
where is that explanation?
In the interpretation, you can go and look. You know, it's here we go. Let me show you. Give me a second. Yeah, because yeah, the Muslim, they might say to you know, like, okay, you are making things up. Well, where do you get this from? Christian Prince, where are you getting this from? I never heard this before. I mean, each time I speak to a Muslim, he said to me, I never heard this before.
Yeah,
I don't know why I am the only one heard this before.
Oh my.
All right. Let's see. We go to the website of the Tafsir. You see, we don't do what the Muslims do. We don't explain things up to us. We go and we see how they understood this. So this is the interpretation website made by Muslims. I have nothing to do with it. And this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. And the King of Jordan, for those who do not know, he claimed that he is descendant from Muhammad. That explains why he is very much corrupt. And here you will see.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me that the Israeli Prime Minister today went to Oman. I don't know whether you saw that in the news.
Yeah. Look here. Do you see it? This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. When some red velvet went missing in the day of Badr, and some people, they began to say the Prophet took it. It is a red underwear made by Victoria's Secret. And now imagine God himself, he received a fax. And Allah is an alarm. So Allah, he sent a verse saying, it is not the Prophet who took the underwear, you idiot, it's someone else. Okay, who is that someone else? It's actually, this is a proof to us that the one who took the underwear is Muhammad, because if there is someone else, he should say to us, who is he?
Allah is not in a habit of mentioning who it is. You know, even when he says it is not Jesus that was crucified, he doesn't tell us who. He just says it wasn't Jesus, it was somebody else.
You see, in the Quran says that Jesus, he tell you what you hide in your houses. Okay, how Jesus can tell us what we hide in our houses, and he tell us what we ate at home. We eat what we eat, even what we hate, what we hide, what we store. Which means he knew the unseen. And then an issue about Muhammad accused by the Muslims. Look how savage these Muslims are, that he stole an underwear. And then Allah, he sent us a verse saying it is not Muhammad who took the underwear. Okay, who is the one who took the underwear?
No, honestly.
And what kind of God? I mean, look at the level of this religion. God defending a prophet who accused by his followers, the best of his friends, the companion, that he stole an underwear.
But how can this underwear verse be in the Quran that is supposed to be in heaven before creation, before everything was created?
Oh, you see,
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, not only this. You see, Muhammad, he said that the angels goes to Allah in a affair of 1,000 years. So how they accuse him just a second ago that he stole the underwear, and then the angel need 1,000 years to go to bring the Quran and come down. And then here we go, we get a verse that Muhammad saying to them, it's not me, Allah, he said that. By the way, all people who they are listening, please, before you leave the chat, check off your underwear, just to be sure you did not don't accuse me tomorrow. I don't want anyone to accuse me that I took your underwear. Hello, you know,
maybe it was green.
And then I will have no choice except to ask Allah to send me a verse to say it's not for a Christian Prince to take your underwear, it was someone else.
All right, my brother, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you for calling, my friend. God bless. Take care.
Bye. All right, take care.
This is a religion and this is a prophet. I am 1 billion times qualified to be a prophet more than Muhammad. You see, I'm a sinner man. The Bible says all men are sinners. But I cannot compare myself to this guy in any way, in any mean. I never stole an underwear. I never killed somebody to take his shoes and his sandal and to take his donkey, and then the donkey speak to me and he says to me, I don't like females. Imagine you are a pirate or you are a bandit. You are the one who robbed people in the street. You stole a car of somebody and you jump in the car and then you ask the car, do you like females? And then the car says to you, I don't like females. I mean, have you ever heard of such a stupid story? The prophet, he killed a Jew. He took his 2 sandals. He took some gold and he took a donkey. His name is Ya'fur. And Allah created 60 Ya'fur. All of them, they are made for prophets. Make sense? I mean, Allah, he made limousine for every prophet. All of them, they are from the family of Ya'fur and they are Jewish. What do you mean I cannot take anyone underwear? It's very easy. That's very easy, my friend. It's very easy. Just tell them the heaven of Allah door is open. Everybody will take his underwear off. It's a porno style heaven. Oh boy. So then the prophet, imagine you are first time a human being is speaking to a donkey. What is the question will be? Like, imagine if God gave you the gift that you can speak to animals. And then the first question you ask the donkey, hey donkey, tell me, do you like females? The donkey said, oh, I don't like females. A gay donkey? Unbelievable. I mean, guys, do you think this donkey, I mean, a female donkey, she broke his heart since then? He don't like female donkey, he like male donkey only. I'm truly convinced that Islam is a true religion, and there's no way. I mean, that's obvious. It's obvious. It's in front of you. It's like clear, like light. It's like light. Yeah. And by the way, do you know that this donkey, this is the same donkey, Ya'fur, he is the first one who commits suicide in the history of Islam? Do you know that? According to the book of Sirah, when the prophet, peace upon him, he died, Allah pray on him and salute him, die. The donkey, he went to an empty well and he jumped in the well. Man, this is a true love. That is a true love. Oh boy. I mean, it's put yourself in the shoe of this donkey, and the prophet, he died. Do you expect the donkey to stay alive a day after that? He will commit suicide right away. And that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And the donkey name is a Jewish name. He's a son of Shilam. Ya'fur, it was a nickname given to him by Muhammad. Why he called him Ya'fur? Because he liked to play with the dust. Oh boy. I don't know. I mean, obviously, you people, they are jealous because Islam is an amazing religion, and you are trying to make fun of the prophet because he's amazing. It's obvious. And by the way, the prophet, he is a person full of wisdom. He is full of wisdom. To the point, Allah, he sent an angel to make a plastic surgery and to cut his chest and install a dish of wisdom. Literally, he is full of wisdom like a cabbage. Have you ever heard of a prophet of God? His God needed to make a surgery for him in his chest, and he installed wisdom in his chest. Not only wisdom and faith. Oof. Only in Arabia we have faith come in dishes. Please, if you like to have some dishes full of faith, contact a Christian Prince. He's an Arab and he can lead you where he will get commission for sure for giving you the details about where you can purchase your first dish of faith and first dish of wisdom. You want to be wise? We are the Arab. We know how to make you wise. We have dishes of wisdom. What kind of wisdom you want to have? Please, we have dishes. It tastes shrimp because it have a flavor. You know, the wisdom we have taste. and every taste have different flavor and different way it's made, but all of them, they are wonderful. And there is dishes for like high class, depend how much you spend. Oh boy. Any Muslim have you have a problem with what I said? Any Muslim here want to accuse me that I did lie, that Muhammad he received his wisdom by a surgery, a plastic surgery, and the wisdom was brought to him by dishes? Let us read this hadith here. Let us find it first. Alhamdulillah. Muslim, they say Alhamdulillah, but I don't know why. Okay. If we go in the Quran, and the hadith, sorry, let us search for a certain hadith. It was narrated. Let me search for more strong hadith. You know, Sahih al-Bukhari is better. All of those saying the same story, but I wanna go to Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. Let me open the tool for a drawing. Hold on. Please don't forget not to invite your friends. Let us see. You see, the Muslim, they might say Christian Prince is not telling the truth, but yet nobody is calling me to prove me wrong. And here we go. I always show what I'm talking about. I never say something without showing the proof. Here we go. Read carefully with me. I don't know if the text is clear. Let me know, please, if the text is not clear for you. Is it clear? Can you guys read it? If you cannot, tell me so we can zoom in more. So look what it says. Let us highlight so people they can read and see what we are talking about. All right. So the two angels, they came to Muhammad when he was almost asleep, etc. Blah 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 blah, and they brought with them water from the well of Zamzam. Among them, Jibril. He took a charge. Jibril always is in charge. I mean, Jibril is the boss. Jibril cut open the part of his body from his throat, between his throat to the middle of his chest. By the way, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say to the middle of his chest. It says he empty, you know, from his throat all the way down to his balls, and we can show the other hadith too. And then his chest, heart, and took all the material out, all the material, screws, you know, rasor, the all material you can find in the chest of the Prophet Muhammad. He took it out of his chest, and then abandonment. Okay, guys, where is the abandonment located? Somebody tell me, what is the abandonment? What is the abandonment? How they said to us in the translation, they cut his chest, and then they are talking about and the abandonment. This is a clear proof that it's down all the way to his testicles. So, and the abandonment, and wash it with Zamzam water. It's very, you see, I mean, this is scientific. This is scientific. You cannot install wisdom, my friend. Take a note. In order to install, if you are a doctor, you want to do plastic surgery, and let us say a woman, she come to you because she want to have bigger breast, and you want to install wisdom instead of silicone in her boobs. Excuse my language. So you have to wash the place of the surgery with Zamzam, otherwise you will have a failure. Sorry, I'm telling you. This is the first plastic surgery in the history. You see, the American, the Western, they say they are the one who came with these surgeries. It's false. It's Allah, and Jibril is the first doctor. So he cut the chest of Muhammad, the throat of Muhammad, the belly of Muhammad, all the way down to his testicles, and now he took his abandonment out, and he washed it with Zamzam. with his own hands. I'm so glad that he is not fetish, he is doing it with his feet, till he cleansed the inside of his body. Man, you guys, you should see what came out from the body of Muhammad. Unbelievable. Carbon, the second oxide of carbon, I'm speaking Arabic way, steel, iron. I mean, the Prophet, he used to swallow everything, so he cleaned everything. Screws, screwdriver, knives, everything, fork, even they found fork inside, mashallah. And then a golden tray, the tray containing a gold ball. Wow, it's not only golden tray, no, then there's a ball in it, full of belief. If I mean, this is serious. That here we are getting deep here. You see, guys, you will not find this in Christianity. Why Jesus did not bring for you a dish of belief? Christians, I feel sorry for you. In Islam, belief is very easy. God, he sent you a dish of belief, he cut your chest and your abandonment, and then he installed the brother. And you are telling me Islam is not a true religion? Obviously it is. Look at this. This is true. This must be true. And wisdom. What? Wow, that is astonishing. All my life, I never thought that high-tech technology will come to the point you do not need to go to school to earn knowledge. All what you need to do, you ask Allah, and then he send you Dr. Jibril. Dr. Jibril, by the way, he is the most famous doctor in the world. He cut open your heart and your chest and your abdomen, and then, friend, he bring water of Zamzam, and then he clean inside. I mean, look at the logic, step after step. It's very logical, very logical. Inside your body, he clean you out, and then, my friend, he bring a tray made of gold and have a ball on it, and both of them, they are made of gold. Do you know why, my friend? Why it's made of gold? This is scientific, by the way. Imagine he uses steel. What if rust is there? Bacteria. Right away, bacteria. Right away, you die. You will be infected. This is very scientific, and this is a very professional. It was a tray of gold, and then not only tray of gold, then the bowl itself is made in gold. So like extra protection for perfection. And then he bring the bowl which is full of belief. Look, he did say full. Guys, did you notice the word full? Let me zoom in. Anyone knows why he said full? Anyone knows why he said full? Why he didn't say has wisdom? Why he said full? Any Muslim there want to tell us why he said full? Full? Why he said full? Why it's not half? Because the brother, this is Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad. Do you think Allah will send a ball have half wisdom? Are you crazy or what? It must be full to the top. It cannot take no more. Okay, and wisdom, and was brought, and then Jibril stuffed. Guys, does it say they're stuffed? Am I saying that, or they are saying that? Does it say they are stuffed? I remember my mother, she used to stuff zucchini with rice and beef. That is wise. It was so delicious and so tasty. And Jibril is doing the same. He stuffed the chest and the abdomen of the Prophet with wisdom and belief. Okay, Muslims, when Muhammad he go to the bathroom after the surgery, do he poo believe and wisdom because it's in his abdomen? I mean, this is in his stomach, my friend. Why in the world he put wisdom in his abdomen? Madam, do you remember this guy who converted to Islam? That the the one who was playing in Emirat, they hire him to work in their team, and they told him if you convert to Islam, will increase your salary. So they asked him to take Shahada. He said, Muhammadam, Muhammadam. Stuffed with wisdom. I mean, this is too much. Muslim, this is truly too much. Obviously, the Prophet here is not lying. It's a very clear evidence that this is the truth. If the Prophet have a diarrhea, Allah forbid, he will diarrhea all his wisdom. Oh, that mercy. Stupidity. Stupidity is a way of life these days. It's really sad. I mean, I'm not really making fun of the Muslims. I'm making fun of the stupidity of Muhammad and how a human being became stupid to the point to believe in this. I mean, I feel sorry for you, Muslims. Sorry. That's sad. How in the world do you believe in such a garbage? What's wrong with you? What is your... God gave you a gift. God gave you a brain. Do you really believe in this garbage? You know, isn't it you Muslims, they say to us that if Allah, he wants something to happen, he say B is going to be. Okay, here we go. Muhammad, he needed, obviously he needed plastic surgery. Why Allah don't say be wise and be, and what, since when you install wisdom in the chest of somebody and we install believe Muhammad believe is coming by surgery? That means Muhammad don't believe in Allah. It was just a surgery. So if Allah now do a surgery in my chest, I will become tomorrow a believer. You go in the surgery room, you are an atheist, you wake up, you are a believer. I don't know. You see, because today I'm doing the broadcast in different timing, which is not the time I do broadcast, and I have 234 people only listening. But it's okay. I wanted to talk to those who they are from different continent and far away from us, which usually they don't get the chance to be with us live. Many of them, they like to be with us, but they cannot. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Any Muslim have a comment? Any Muslim would like to have a comment? And by the way, when Muhammad he say stupid things after the surgery, I mean, how funny stupid Muhammad was, to the point if he needed a surgery, plastic surgery of wisdom, and then after the surgery he said the most stupid things still. You know what I mean? Like now after Muhammad he got the surgery, did Muhammad start speaking smart? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Life is funny. Life is short, but it's full of sadness and funny. And sometimes there's like there's a sad comedy, you know, sad comedy. This is a sad comedy. A billion, more than a billion human being believe in this garbage. Very sad. And they ignore the Lord of wisdom, the Messiah, the Christ, the Savior, the one who resurrect people from death, the one who taught love and wisdom. My friend, did you ask yourself why Jesus did not need a surgery? In the Quran it says that Jesus spoke in the cradle. How come Allah did not send Jibreel to put wisdom in the chest of Jesus? How Jesus, he is a child, but yet he is speaking immediately as a wise person? That is my Lord, my friend, and this is your prophet. My Lord the Messiah, he said to the dead man, go from death, and he go. Muhammad is telling us a story. There's no witnesses for it anyway. And what kind of God this God is? He need to make a plastic surgery and install wisdom. Since when wisdom they come in dishes? And since when you are a person beloved by God because God installed wisdom in your heart. So now Muhammad, he became a believer because he installed a dish of wisdom in his chest. And Muhammad, you know, Muhammad is reporting to us this story. Is he conscious or unconscious? Muhammad is like a zombie, and they are cutting his chest, and he's watching like, oh, he cut my chest now. Oh, he taking my heart. He took my kidney. This is my kidney. I hope they are not stealing my kidney to sell it in the. Muhammad is awake or he is asleep. So he's awake, and they are cutting all his part, and they are taking it off. Was it a torture party? It's a true story, my friend, full of wisdom and reality. This is the reality show. And by the way, if you don't believe in this, obviously you have a mental issue, because this is very smart to believe. And me myself, I believe in it. Oh boy. And by the way, do you know that even the wisdom of the prophet was stuffed not only in his chest and his belly and his stomach? No. Even his nerves. Read with me. I don't want you to miss that, because this is very dangerous. Look. It says, I don't know who is the crazy here. Read with me, Abdul, for the sake of any God you believe in. They brought to them a bowl full of belief, and wisdom was brought, and Jibril stuffed his chest and his throat, blood vessels with it. Blood vessels. He stuffed the wisdom and the belief in the blood vessels. That's deep. That is seriously deep. If you take the blood of the prophet, it's not going to be A positive or negative. It is going to be blood wisdom. Allah. That's too much. That's really, this is wise. The angel, he stuffed his blood vessels with wisdom and faith, not only his chest and his stomach. So if we punch Muhammad in his arm or his toes, he will bleed wisdom. That's wise. That is super wise and extremely intelligent. How dare you not to believe in Islam? What's wrong with you? How dare you? Do we have any Muslim have a comment? Any Muslim have a comment? You don't dare to make a comment? I understand. Put yourself, you are a Muslim, but in his shoe, and you are listening to this. What he can say? I mean, obviously, this is a big fat lie. What is vessels? What? What? Oh Lord. I pray to the Lord, the Savior, the Messiah, the Christ. His name is a glory. His word is wise and wisdom. Who gave life, who created life, that made the Muslims today, they will study again their cult and rethink that they made a big mistake by not following the Messiah. My friend, I don't know how smart you are. I don't know how much educated you are. I don't know if you are a person of a PhD or a person who never been in school. But the Messiah is for all, and he loves you all. And there's no better than him to listen and to learn from. This is not from God. And this man cannot be from God. God the Almighty is called Almighty God for a reason, for he is almighty, which means he's all powerful. He do not need to make a plastic surgery to fix a problem in the chest of a person. And what is the problem? He have a lack of intellect and knowledge and wisdom and faith. God don't correct your wisdom and faith by surgery. The true God is the one who said to the dead man, rose from death, and he rose. Go, and he woke. That's what Jesus did. Carry your bed and run. Walk, and he walked. See to the blind, and he saw. What a plastic surgery. Did you hear that Jesus made a plastic surgery for the dead man? Did you hear him that he made a plastic surgery for the eyes? The Muslim, they say, in the time of Jesus, there was science was very advanced. What Jesus advanced? What science, you idiot? Did he do surgery? Did he give medicine? What science? How stupid even this argument. And Jesus was exist 600 years before Muhammad. So you are telling me in the time of Muhammad the science was not advanced, but in the time of Jesus was advanced? And since when the science of advanced, the one you are talking about? We are in the year 2018. Who can make a blind man see by touching his eyes with some mud? Who can make a person who cannot walk by saying to him walk? He did not take him to the gym. He did not do massage to him. What science? And what are you talking about? False explanation, because they cannot explain the amazing power of the Lord. But yet they come to us with a false story to explain to us that Muhammad was a fool and Allah he installed a dish of wisdom, plastic surgery. My friend, the one who is asking me to refute the miracles according to Wikipedia, I have books, 2 books, The Deception of Allah and Quran and Science in Depth. Both of them, they have nothing to do except refuting the lies it's coming in those miracles. And the first part of The Deception of Allah, speaking about general things Muslims believe in, and then you will see when you advance in the book reading, you will find I'm answering all what is claimed to be miracles in Islam. All of it, it's false, is not true. So don't tell me can you refute. And if you know a Muslim, he dare to call me right now and tell me about 1 miracle, 10 miracle, 5 miracle, 7 miracle, 70, 80. I challenge any Muslim to name for me one which is claimed to be a miracle. And the challenge is very simple. You choose the one you call miracle right now, and if I could not get you busted, I will not even go to the internet ever again. Who wanna do it? It's a challenge. All those scientific miracles is a joke. It's the opposite. What miracles? From the first page in the Quran to the last page in the Quran is a stupid book full of fairy tale stories, stupidity, and fictions. What miracle? My friend, when you start my video, always I play an intro video for my books. Go and get my books, and they are translated to many languages. You can get and you can read, and you will laugh with me about what it's called miracle. Not a single miracle Muslim claim to be exist in the Quran exist. They fabricate translation, they fabricate words, and they fabricate interpretation to make it fit with science. But I got them busted very easy. And here we go, I'm live. Who is the Muslim? He choose. You see, I'm not going to pick up what the topic. You tell me what miracle you want to talk about right now. Who want to do it? Who want to do it? Look at them. Here we go. I'm here almost every day, and we have our Skype open. Anyone can call me. You can be whoever you want. I don't care if you are a scholar or you are no one. Call me and let people judge. See, Muslims, they debate only people who have no knowledge. They go after a teenage who do not know 2 verses in the Bible to say to him, Jesus, how Jesus can be a God? And he said, only the Father, he know the hour. Our friend Jesus, he said it clearly, when the hour will come. So what do you mean? When Jesus, he said, no one but the Father, he's speaking about himself too, because he said that me and the Father is one. But the time, the judgment of the hour is going to be in heaven. The one who saw me, he saw the Father. The prophecy of Saudi Arabia were ruled by kings. My friend, those countries always ruled by kings. This is not a prophecy. This is stupid. Isn't it Muhammad? He went to the king of Najran. What prophecy? This is prophecy. Let me make a prophecy for you. Tomorrow there is some women, they will have their period. What were ruled by kings? All this Middle East was ruled by kings. Isn't it the Queen of Sheba very famous? Who are they? Al-Ghassasina, as an example, an Arabian tribe who they have kings. Al-Manadira in Iraq, Al-Ghassasina. Aren't they Arab and they have kings? This is not a prophecy. But if you want me to show you prophecy, I am willing to go. I mean, if a Muslim want to call me right now and he want to name for me a prophecy, let's go in details. If there is any Muslim want to show me a prophecy, the prophet he said. Anyone? Choose anyone. I mean, the best you have, the most powerful one. Who want to do that? You see, I prefer that a Muslim he call me so you can hear 2 voices and 2 opinion, not one side of the story. But what I can do, look at them, they are scared. What prophecy? Let me show you a prophecy Muhammad he said. As an example. As an example. Prophecy. Actually, I ask Muslims how he was called a prophet. I mean, first of all, if this is a prophecy, how come the prophecy of Muhammad is in the hadith but not in the Quran? Do you ask yourself such a question? Shouldn't the prophecy, because prophecy, when somebody prophesy, he prophesy what? He prophesy what God said to him, correct? Is that correct? Why those prophecy Muslims they speak of, it's not exist in the Quran, but it is in a hadith? How come we cannot find them in the Quran? Prophecy is coming from God, it should be in the Quran. You will find the prophecy of the prophets in the Bible, not in a book in the side, not in a magazine. When a prophet in the Bible he says something, he say a prophecy, he prophesy in the name of God, it is in the Bible, not, I mean, what the point of having it out of the holy book? If it is holy, because a prophecy is a holy word of God. You see, a man he prophesy nothing. A man he prophesy in the name of God, which means what he is telling you is what God told him, which means the real prophet is God, not the prophet. You know what I mean? Do we have any Muslim would like to call? Mayday, Mayday. Anyone? My throat is going dry. Anyone? Nobody? No? Yeah. Well, Muhammad he said things proving to us that he is a false prophet. And we can count endless false prophecy. I will show you one of them. Do you see this one? This one, Muhammad is speaking about Jesus. He claimed that between Jesus and him, which means by time, there's no messengers. But the stupid himself in the Quran, he said that Allah, he sent 3 messengers, and those are the messengers of Jesus. Oh boy. How you say that 3 messengers, they are the apostle of Jesus, the disciple of Jesus, were sent to people to preach the Injil, and then you say there is no messenger between me and Jesus? Any Muslim can explain? Anyone? If there is really anyone after Jesus between Muhammad and Jesus, Muslims, who are the 3 who Allah he sent? Who are they? Allah he sent 3 messengers. In chapter 36, verse number 12, 11, 10, 14, it says that Allah he sent 3 messengers. And then if we go to see who are those, we will find that they are messengers of the Messiah. Hello? 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 Are you there? I'm not sure why you are calling me if you don't want to talk. Do we have any Abdul? How you say there is no messengers between me and Jesus, and then we say that those are 3 messengers of Jesus, and how Jesus can be a messenger yet he sent messengers, and they are messengers of God? A messenger cannot make me a messenger, for he himself is a messenger. Those are 3 men were sent by God, which is Jesus. According to the story in the Quran, those 3 men, and according to the Muslim interpretation, that it was Paul and Peter and John. Any Muslim have a comment? Any Muslim have a comment? No comment. All Muslims agree. The same, they agree that the Prophet, Allah, he installed wisdom in his balls, in the nerves, wisdom in the nerve, in the vessel of the blood. Every vessel of a blood, Muhammad, he have wisdom in it, because the angel, he stuffed his wisdom in his blood. And you know, blood goes to your balls, to your, you know, anus. The wisdom of Allah is there. I mean, how you Muslim believe in this garbage? And now I know why in the West they say he have no balls to say so, to do so. They were talking about wisdom. I never thought about this before. That's very smart. That's deep. That's deep down there. And you are telling me that Islam is not teaching the truth? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? After they brought the gold tray contain a gold ball full of belief and wisdom was brought, and Jibril stuffed his chest and throat. I mean, look, not chest only, even to the throat, all the way. Wisdom have to go up. I mean, like you are stuffed until there is no more space. Like if you are driving between cities and you're going to go in the highway, so you keep pushing the like when you are in the gas station, the gas until like there's no more space. This is exactly what happened to Muhammad. He stuffed him all the way to his throat, all the way his nose. The until like wisdom and faith is coming from his nose. He's stuffed. There's no more space. Muhammad even cannot talk. He can't even he can't breathe. His throat is stuffed with wisdom. How you can do that? Stuffed his chest and throat blood vessels with it, and then he closed it. I'm so glad they closed it, because imagine the Prophet walking and he is leaking wisdom. I mean, for sure, if he did not close it, he will leak. By the way, I have to confess a secret. Some of you says I am smart, but what you do not know, I was walking behind the Prophet at that time, and some wisdom leaked, because it was like, you know, a new surgery. It's not closed yet, so it's like little bleeding, huh? And from that bleeding, I got my wisdom, and this is the true story. I can prove it. Oh boy. Brother Sitter, the Prophet Muhammad is the only prophet in the whole world who received his wisdom by stuff like zucchini. If you go in the Middle East, as an example, there's a guy, his name is Christian Prince. You can go to his video, and he said that his mother, she used to stuff zucchini with rice and beef. And this is exactly how the Prophet, peace upon him, Allah stuffed him like the zucchini. But instead of stuffing his throat with rice, as the Christian Prince mother used to do to him, because he's an idiot, he likes to eat a lot, he stuffed him with wisdom. Thank you very much. That's deep. That is serious. That is religion, and that is wisdom, and that is belief, and I cannot hold myself from converting to Islam. That's too much. I did not do Zakir Naik yet. I'm not doing Zakir Naik. If you want me to do Zakir Naik, I have to do a different way. You Muslim believe in this? His throat, his abdomen, his belly, his stomach, his balls was stuffed with wisdom. I feel sorry for you, Muhammad. If Muhammad get injured, we can't give him blood, because His blood is not A positive or O negative or some, you know, it's a wisdom positive. I mean, it's in front of you. This is science. And you are telling me Allah is not God? How he is not God? He can stuff your throat with wisdom. I'm so thankful that the Prophet did not throw up, because if you throw up, all the wisdom will come out, and that is disgusting. My friend, this is amazing. If you did not convert to Islam, this is your chance. Convert to Islam, you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you find that Allah, he cut your chest all the way down to your testicles, and Allah, he installed a dish of wisdom and dish of faith. What is making it more crazy that the bow is full of belief? How you can put a belief in a dish? Muslims who you speak about science, how you explain to me that God, he put believe in a dish? A dish. It's a dish, literally dish made of gold. But we have to be honest here, it's not a normal dish. If you go to my poor kitchen, you will find like normal dishes, I mean, like whatever. But in the kitchen of Allah, you have to take a note, because those dishes is coming from where? Coming from heaven, my friend. And do you expect really that Allah will bring down with Jibreel, sending wisdom to the Prophet with normal dish, like something you get like for $2 from Walmart? Are you crazy or what? It have to be an expensive gold. It was a gold tray containing a gold bowl. Two gold. It's not like gold and silver. No. That telling us how much this is surgery is important. Somebody speaking to me in Indonesian. My friend, I don't speak Indonesian. I speak all languages in the world except the one you know. I'm the same as the Prophet. I have knowledge about everything except the one you know. Oh boy. My friend, God gave us a gift, and that gift is called the brain. Don't live like an animal. Don't live like an animal. Life is beautiful if you use your brain. If you don't lose your brain, you are just like you are just an animal who see the grass as food. You know, once I was sitting with friends, and they said, look how beautiful this bird, how beautiful this bird. But do you know that bird, the beautiful bird you see, is a monster for different creatures? To explain to you, imagine you are a butterfly and then you see a bird, you will be terrified because the bird will eat you. So what look for you cute or beautiful, it might be the most ugly thing ever you can imagine for someone else. Is that correct? Imagine if the spider have a size of an elephant. The spider is so tiny, we can smash it, and you are disgusted from it. But imagine if the spider is so big. Imagine if the bees are so big and you are so small. So what you see in life is depend in your position in life, but not in reality. The reality you witness is reality have to do with you only, in your condition, in your size, in your location, etc., and the way you are made. So we as a human, we have conditions, and we look at things around us in life based on these conditions which we have. But then how a human being, he stripped himself from the condition of being smart, because God, he made you smart. Really, you are smarter than all the creation he have around him. And then you strip yourself to believe in this. You know what I mean? Somebody saying if this hadith is authentic, my friend, it is very much authentic, to the point if you check the blood you will see there. This is very, very authentic, my friend. What are you talking about? This is really, really authentic. This is Sahih Bukhari. What? This hadith is authentic. Do you see it? Sahih Bukhari. So my friend, don't strip yourself from the gift God he gave you. Use your brain. Don't be an insect, because insects, they are programmed. Actually, even sometimes, you know, animals, who they are animals, they are programmed to do things and to live in certain way. They do better than a human being, because a human being, sometimes he chooses to be stupid. The second you choose to be stupid, it is the same second you strip yourself from your right as a human. Because you as a human, you should be smart. How you believe in this garbage? How you believe that God, if you believe in him, there's a God. If you believe in him, he will make your penis endless, and he will make you have a lot of women for sex. I mean, that, do you really believe in such a thing to be exist? This is what God is about for you? This is a promise of God? Somebody is saying, I will study theology. My friend, before you study theology, I advise you to study logic. Because in order to learn theology, you have to learn how to be a logical person, a person who can connect the dots, a person who can read between the words, a person who can cut off letters and then put them together to make a sentence, and the sentence would appear differently. The problem is that all this text is in front of us, and the Muslims don't see that how stupid it is. Why? Because they decide not to read. They decide to memorize a story. Nobody is reading. And there's a huge difference between reading, you know, like your mind should be read, not just by moving your tongue or your lips. Your mind should be reading. Your mind should be analyze the information you receive. But people don't do that. Using mind sometimes is very heavy duty for some people. They choose not to use their mind because it's too much pressure. Too much. Just live, eat, drink, go to the bathroom, you know, make barbecue. And if you start thinking, then you will find yourself, you have a stress, right? So you avoid thinking, because thinking will bring some stress to you. You will see the world differently. You will not be a silly person, because simply Muslims, they worship Muhammad. This is why they say Muhammad PPBUH. How come we Christians, we believe that Jesus is God, but I never say Jesus peace upon him or Jesus Allah pray on him? Even the Muslim, they say the name of Allah without saying anything additional to it. But when they say the name of Muhammad, they add tons of words after that. Anyway, my friend, I wanted to share this with you today. I hope you guys have a good time with me. I will try tomorrow to do live podcast around 3:30 if I can. If not, then the day after maybe. So I am very thankful for having all of you, and I hope I did not hurt the feeling of anyone. However, if I hurt your feeling, that's mean I'm doing good, because the first sign that you make a human being think is hurting his feeling. He will wake up. A person who is taking drugs, you cannot awake him from drugs by saying to him drugs is okay. You have to hurt his feeling, show him how stupid he is by taking drugs. Not because you hate him, but because you love him, you want to save him from drugs. If you care for a child, you teach him what is right and what's wrong. If your child, he went to the neighbor and he brought some apples he stole, if you say to him, bring more, you just created a thief. If you say to him, shame on you, don't do that again, you just created a good man. Don't be silly and don't be stupid. Take things very serious. Think about your child. Tomorrow he will grow and then he will become what you just told him to do. It's okay to steal apples from the neighbors. Oh, it's just an apple from a tree. It's full of an apple. What they will lose? It is a theft. You just created a thief. The one who will steal an apple and get the blessing of his mother, he will steal tomorrow something bigger. We should speak for good, for we are following the God of good. We should practice good, for good without him is useless. From their fruits you shall know them. So don't teach your son to steal apple, as Muhammad, he taught his followers to attack the neighbors so they can get the blondie women. He made the blondie women the apples to steal. It's just they are just a fruit to enjoy. For Muhammad, he don't speak for God. Women are not apples to eat and to throw the seed. They are a human. Islam don't practice humanity or any human belief. It's a very violent religion. Speaking about we shall be strong so we can defeat the weak. We will be strong so we will be masters and they will be slaves. We will be strong so we can rape their women and take their land. That is not from God. Be good as your father. The Messiah, he said to the Jews, if you are of your father Abraham, then how you don't do the work of your father? Be good as your father, my friend. A human being is created with his conscience. He can judge, and he knew exactly what is wrong and what's right, because God, he built inside you self-understanding. This is why when you, if you ever slaughter a chicken, it's just a chicken, not a human being, you will feel it's ugly. The blood is ugly. You will not like it. But yet it's a chicken. So how a human being enjoys slaughtering a human being and then he jump shouting Allahu Akbar? How that can happen? That because the devil, he was able to control you and make you enjoy slaughtering a human being like you. And then in order to make you believe that you are not the one who killed him, so you don't feel guilty, he told you, oh, it is not you who slaughtered them, it was Allah. As you remember in the Quran says that it's not you who killed them, it was Allah. It's not you who shoot at them, it was Allah. It's not you who slaughtered them, it was Allah. Chapter 8 verse number 17. فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ وَمَا رَمَيْتُ إِذْ رَمَيْتُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. You see, this is a phrase always said by ISIS, by Al-Qaeda, by all the criminals in the world. They repeat this phrase each time they are slaughtering somebody. It is not you who slew them. Do you see it? It was Allah. And this is how the devil starts speaking to you. He make you feel guilt free. You are committing a crime, but yet he's saying to you, it's not you who killed them, it's me. It's not you who slaughtered them, it's me. It's not you who slit their throat, it's me. It's not you who shot, it is me. That is the demonic God, the devil. No, my friend, it's you who slaughter, it's you who killed, it is you who will be standing in front of the Lord and you will pay for your crime. The devil is deceiving you, saying it's not you who killed, it's you who killed. Because ask yourself why the devil himself don't go and kill. If Allah is God, why he need you even to kill If he is the one who killed them, why he need your hand to kill? Go kill him. You are God. Why this God is so weak to the point he needs a guy, he is 5 foot, to go to jihad and die and slaughter himself and slaughter others? Why he don't do the job? Oh, you did not kill them, I killed them, for he is the devil, justifying what cannot be justified. Thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and I hope today we learn something good for good tomorrow. And the good tomorrow is good because of the Lord. His name is good. He was always good, and always he will be. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. And see you soon again. Take care and good night, good day, everyone. Bye-bye.